Good.
And then what I gotta do, just come back and pick it up?
Huh?
What I gotta do, just come back and pick it up?
Yeah. Yeah. Why would you wear such a hoodie to say black moms ruin sons? Because black moms ruin sons.
Give me a lot of trolls on my TikTok.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it. TikTok conceded I wasn't, this ain't hate speech. This is not hate. This is just saying an objective fact. Black moms ruin sons. Black moms ruin sons when you don't teach them what they need to know to be able to make better decisions. But social media like that stuff. Social media likes when black sons are geared for violence and entertainment and nonsense because then they get clicks and views and stuff like that. But I'm gonna still do what I do. I'm gonna still do what I do. What's up, Kevin? Shouts out, Black Moms Ruin Sons. No, you don't owe child support, do you? Just put no. Okay.
You said, do I owe?
Do you owe child support?
No.
Oh, okay. Signing day.
I just beat my case.
Yeah, good shit. What's up, Larry? Let's have a conversation. Shed a live. Black Moms Ruin Sons. This is not hate towards moms. And of course, social media might censor it. I hope not, though. But if they do, they do. Whatever. This ain't hate towards black moms. So I would expect TikTok would have a problem with what I said. So would Facebook, so would everybody else. But I'm gonna still keep saying it. Black moms ruin sons.
Next one.
Yeah, next one. Whatever's highlighted. Maybe YouTube will let it go. I don't know. I tried to go live. TikTok flagged it as hate. Somebody reported it as hate speech. This is far from hate speech. Black moms ruin sons. Black moms ruin sons. Why do you think I say black moms ruin sons? This is far from hate speech. But why do you think I say that? Hey, if it's facts, it's facts. People are so butthurt and gotten soft to the truth and can't take it. I don't know. I live in Sweden, but do tell. Is this live? Yes, live. Jesus loves you. Have a good day. What up, Mike? What's up, TNT? Black moms ruin sons. Oh, they do not like my hoodie. They do not like my hoodie. They do not like my hoodie. Do me a favor. Hit the like button. Share this, please. Let's have a conversation. Let's see if YouTube lets it go. YouTube might let it go, though. TikTok, somebody flagged it. Conversation is black moms ruin sons. Ha! Yeah, you're right. I got it. You said parents ruin kids. Look, black moms ruin sons. They think they don't need dad and learn. Share this, y'all. Share this. Let's have a conversation. I don't care if this is just a men-only conversation. Let's have it, because we can have it here. You said my mom raised me pretty good. I never said anything about your mom raising you. You raise cattle. You teach children. Does that make sense? Like, teachers in school are not called raisers. They're called teachers. That's what I mean. All humans get raised. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. All humans get raised. Don't shake the table. Print your name right there. Yeah, just print your name right here. Yeah, all humans get raised. Okay, MG, let's go there. I believe you, okay? You said my mom taught me pretty good. What did your mom teach you? And just give me titles, if you will. Like titles. Yeah, absolutely. Just give me titles. Like, what did your mom do? Me a favor. Could y'all not teach, hit the like button? You said you need to be taught. Okay, did you pay the 65?
No.
Okay. Oh, you got that. Okay, the 45?
45 and then the 20.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
My mom taught me how to respect others. Nah, that's not. You said this young man needs a lesson in true masculinity from an old timer like myself. A young person like me might body you, so I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't think because I got gray hair, I don't have YN energy, you might get that. And it would be quick. You wouldn't even see it coming. Moving on. Begging for money online, that ain't masculine, get a job. You must be talking to yourself, who begging for money? You must think because I'm black, I'm a part of that DEI shit. That's probably what you think. That's fine. I mean, that's racist right there. That's very racist. Can white moms do that too? My sister is ruining her son and have a weird relationship with him, and she doesn't teach him like she... Yes, 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 yes. Yes, you get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. I think you a beggar. Well, let me block you then. Yeah.
Nah, you just leave them on there.
Yeah.
The trolls on there.
Yeah. He's like, I think you a beggar. Like, look, let me just block you so you can go ahead and be with your son. Probably don't even know how to read and shit. Talking about some he lonely at cousinsonly.com. Get the fuck out of here.
And then they following you.
Yeah, they follow me just because they have no life. Not everybody, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so, okay, where's the 20 at?
Right.
All right, good. So I'm going to go to Springfield, renew this for you, and then it'll be good.
Gotcha.
You said I can't even block you? Well, I actually just deleted your comment, but I just blocked you now. There you go. See? See how that worked? You can't even block me. I wasn't trying to block you the first time. I was just trying to delete that comment. But thank you for reminding me, dumbass. All right. Yeah, I appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to go on ahead and go to Springfield, take care of this for you, and then your perk card will be activated tomorrow. Okay? All right, I got you, man.
And then what, I just come pick it up tomorrow?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, you put that right back there. Yeah, it's all good. All right.
Appreciate you, man.
Y'all do me a favor, tap the like button, please. Let's have an honest conversation. Assalamu alaikum salam. Here we go. You said black moms ruin sons. Well, that's what I'm saying. Black moms ruin sons. Now, it's not just exclusive to black moms, okay? It's not just exclusive to black moms. But let's have that conversation. What do you all think I mean when I say... Now, if you want to cover this, that's fine. Moms ruin sons. Okay, whatever you want to place in the place of this, right? You said values, morals, and work ethic. No, I mean, that could be a part of it. That could be a part of it. That could be a part of it. But here we go. We're not just talking about values, morals, and work ethic. We're talking about family and consumer sciences, right? We're talking about marital law. Plato has a saying, and that saying is rather be untaught. Strike that. Rather be unborn than untaught. For ignorance is the root of misfortune. Practical Ken, what's up, man? Rather be unborn than untaught. Yeah, I see. You on the review. Okay, cool. That's cool. That's good. Rather be unborn than untaught. Rather be unborn than untaught.
When is your next class?
For what?
For skill carry.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
And then what you just...
Hold on, guys.
They just come with cash.
Yeah, just tell them come with the cash. I got 8 o'clock in the morning.
8 o'clock?
8 o'clock Saturday.
8 o'clock Saturday.
Yep.
How much is it?
$60.
Okay.
Yep.
I think I'm bringing my girl up here.
Okay, go up, right there. I thought it was on. There's some hand sanitizer over here. There it is. Okay, good. Rather be unborn than untaught, for ignorance is the root of misfortune. That's what Plato said. So what I mean when I say black moms ruin sons, I mean that black boys who are not taught the science of family, home economics, family and consumer sciences. Now, some of y'all are like, well, why would boys need to be taught that? Because this is not just your son, it's someone's future husband, someone's future father. Does that make sense? Someone's future partner in family. You are more than just a paycheck. And black moms ruin sons when you don't teach them about the science of family, when you don't teach them about marital law, and when you are not honest with yourself about what you don't know, so you can take them to Lev Vygotsky, more knowledgeable others who can educate them on what you can't teach them. That's what I mean when I say black moms ruin sons. That's what I mean. You say, I'd say, if anything, my father showed me how a broken family looks, and I refuse to allow that in my household. But the problem is, you could refuse to allow it, and it could still be there, and you don't know it because you don't have eyes for it. There's a lot of clients that I have that come in talking about breaking generational curses, and they end up repeating the same stuff. Why? Because it's not generational curses, it's miseducated ignorance. Like, one's whole family tree could be nothing but loving, caring, willful, pathological ignorance. Like, they just don't know. Yes, we all need to be taught family responsibilities. I don't want to say rules and regulations. I think that we get so caught up on, and I get what you're saying, we get so caught up on rules and regulations, we don't look at just the skills for family. Does that make sense? The skills for family. The skills for family. I think that's what we're looking at. The skills for family. Hey, Deanna, what's going on? Deanna. When I say black moms ruin sons, are you offended by what I said? Or the hoodie that I'm wearing? You understand the context wherein I'm speaking, correct? Give me 1 minute, let me grab this door. What's up? How can I help you?
I was just checking in because I never received an update about the armed security course that I took.
Did you get an email?
No,
When did you finish the course?
I finished this about like a month ago, I believe.
Oh, man, you got 6 to 8 weeks.
Oh, really? Because because last time I came up here, you had said that you took the trip to Springfield once you.
Did you check online to see if it was available online?
No.
I'll probably do that. And check your email. Make sure you didn't get an email from the state, because the state emails you all. And either the only way you wouldn't get an email is if your email address was not legible.
You said.
Hold on. King of B More. Hold on 1 minute, because I want to address your comment. Go ahead.
Do you know?
DPR, IDFPR. You said this is on some Telvin, Tebow, Ratkins, Osborne-ish. I don't know who that even is. Your message is hard, but I don't think you should put a race that makes it wrong. Why? Why would I not put a race in it if the frequency of those who commit the most violent crimes in the United States, black folks?
The only.
Like in our inner cities. Let me see your phone real quick. Let me see your phone. In our inner cities, I'm gonna show you how to look it up. That's perk. That's perk. Okay. So in our inner cities, right? Who's committing the most? Make sure. You say we only make up 12%. But what's the majority of us shooting us in the cities? You see what I'm saying?
Did you want to go to my email or Safari?
No, just go to Safari. Yeah, go to. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to answer it that way. I'm just excited about the argument. Yeah, okay. Here we go. See, it's always gonna be somebody black that's gonna sit there and throw out some statistics that do some. Hold on for a minute. Let me concentrate. Because I want to make sure I'm saying what I'm saying. Because it's always going to be somebody. Type in your first and last name. You're using numbers, but you're not using numbers properly. Bro, I'm at the morgue all the time. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It says black moms ruin sons. You're using numbers, but you're not using numbers properly. Bro, we are the main ones killing each other in our cities. We are the main ones taking each other's lives. But you talking about some doggone numbers. It's right there. It's online. There's your 230 right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's cap. Boy, go. Let me get you the fuck out of here. King of Baltimore. That's why the crime rates are high, because the king is dumb. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
The king is dumb. That's why the crime rates are high.
And one more question about this. So this is active. So all I have to do from now is just take it to
Yeah.
a place that I'm trying to get hired at.
That's it. And it's active.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, thanks.
Okay, no problem.
And the next thing, you don't as far as like the perk renewal thing that I just showed
He
you.
can't even speak right. That's cap. Use correct English.
The perk renewal thing that I just showed you. Is it possible you can help me out with that or not?
Let me see. Is it?
I just.
Oh, you want me to print it off for you?
Yeah, can you do that now?
I charge for that.
How much?
I charge $10 for this shit.
That's cool. We can do that.
You don't have a computer at home?
Nah.
I'll print it off for you. I ain't gonna charge for that. I typically charge for that. I'm just feeling nice right now. Because if I don't do it, King of Baltimore is gonna say I'm being racist. Jesus Christ. King of Baltimore. That's cap. I know King of Baltimore ain't talking. What in the Wire? Wasn't the Wire in Baltimore? Right? Don't y'all have one of the highest homicide rates along with Chicago? And it's mostly black folks killing black folks. You want to talk about that's cap? Boy, get out of here. It's always some Shea Butter Brigade commander that wants to sit here and talk. Well, that's cap because, people are going to take the lives of other people who are next to each other because we take each other's lives in proximity. Factually, that is true, but that's not the point, though. The point is we shouldn't be doing it to each other and in large numbers. That's the point. That's the point. Thank you, Dale. Appreciate that. That's the point. The king is still trying to type. That's the point. You probably stopped typing. Yeah, I can't. The rest of these comments, I'm trying to make it make sense. Divine Order, what's going on? Yeah, that's it. Look, this is what let me print off his stuff because I want to talk. Give me 1 minute, guys. It says black moms ruin sons. What are your thoughts? Black moms ruin sons. What are your thoughts? People need to come together. I think that's your point, but the message is divisive. When I say black moms ruin sons, what do you think I mean when I say that? And please be yourself. If you do, whether you agree or disagree, what are your thoughts? What do you think about that?
Black moms ruin sons.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think where you starting off is like basically how like black moms, well, really black moms when they tend to have a child, like most of cause this
You don't have to answer. No pressure. You don't have to answer. You're good. You don't have to answer.
but it's just as far as like the mothers.
What's your last name again?
Jerry.
Okay.
J-E-R-Y.
Okay. You don't have to answer. No pressure. I don't want you to feel like you gotta answer. I'm just asking your opinion. That's all. You ever been told you to be seen and not heard?
Seen and not heard, yeah.
You ever been told don't cry?
Yeah.
You ever been told if you cry that makes you weak?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What were your thoughts about when you were told if you cry it makes you weak?
I don't believe that's true.
You don't believe that's true, right? Because isn't crying something that humans do to relieve pressure?
Emotion.
It's an emotion, right? Okay. Do your emotions matter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody emotions matter.
Everybody emotions matter. Right. Okay, cool. What were some things that you have kids?
No.
Fucking high five, bro. God damn it. High five. Wait, don't fucking have kids yet. All right, here we go. Were you ever taught how to cook? You were never taught how to cook.
I mean, I know how to cook like little things.
Little shit, right. But did anybody ever sit down from your family and teach you how to cook?
No.
But did they cook?
Yes.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
So they cooked, but they didn't teach you how to cook.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you are a male that could create kids, right?
Yes.
Do you think knowing how to cook would make you an effective partner for a parenting and family relationship?
Yes.
Should they have taught you something? At least make sure you got at least 5 recipes you know how to cook.
Yes.
But did they do that? No. Black moms ruin sons. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let me ask you this. You can create children, right?
Yes.
Okay. Should you know about how children develop?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have other females in your family?
Yes.
Do they have kids?
Yes.
Do they kind of know a little bit what they're doing, just at least in terms of the raising, not the teaching part, but at least in terms of how to feed kids? They're all black moms ruin sons. That's why we end up with type 2 diabetes and all other types of bad eating habits, because they feed us slave food. Yeah. Ain't that some shit? Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying now? Yeah, this ain't got nothing to do with being black. Yeah. And ain't got nothing to do with you being a woman. Ain't got nothing to do with being a wife or none of that other shit. It's, are you qualified to teach, or are you qualified to put us around others who know how to, so we could be better than the fathers that you picked for us? Does that make sense? Yes. Because what we don't learn, black moms ruin sons. Now, let me ask you this. Last question, because I got your perk card, about to print that shit off. Here we go. You find this conversation a little interesting, ain't you? Oh, okay, type shit. Here we go. So let me ask you this. Are there some women out here, no shame, no judgment to them, okay? Are there some women out here who have money, who have kids to find love? Yes, okay? Are there some women out here who get with a man to find love? Yes. Are there some men out here who get with a woman to find love? Yes. Right. Are there some men and women who get together because whole time they lonely? Yeah. Okay. When men, women, family, and friends walk away, don't that help you just getting with kind of almost anybody?
Can you repeat that one more time?
When men, women, family, and friends walk away, don't that kind of make you latch on to just maybe somebody you shouldn't be with?
Like just somebody that's around you that's like they got like a better situation than you, yeah.
Or somebody who just giving you attention.
Yeah.
Couldn't that make you fuck them?
Depending on the situation, yeah.
Depending on the situation, right. I ain't never said she was perfect, right? Can you have a oops?
Yeah, everybody, yeah.
Everybody can have a oops, right? And all of a sudden she pop up pregnant. Ain't that some shit, right? So at any given time, whether you meant to be a father or not meant to be a father, these things could still happen, right? And you still need to have these skills to be able to be a father, right? Yes. Okay, type shit.
Okay, I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Would you just put it like, okay, like going off the hoodie that you're wearing, would you like, are you like, I'm not saying that you're targeting it specifically to black women, but it's like, it's more like a 50-50 thing than just the moms?
You are correct. You are correct. So here we go. It's not just the moms. See, these type of conversations they happen because of stuff like this. Yeah, see, you wouldn't just come to me and just have a conversation, because outside of this hoodie, why the fuck would you talk to me? It's crazy as shit. But with this conversation, what does it do? Start a conversation, right? So that's why. Now, black moms ruin sons. Does it say all? Does it say some? No. It don't give a quantifier. It just says black moms ruin sons. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. See, the educated person's like, well, he ain't say all black moms. He ain't say some. He just said black mom. Which moms is he talking about? That's the abstract. Yeah. The abstract thinker would think far into it. The concrete thinker, who's not developmentally along the way, they'll take this and get offended by what I say. Now, somebody said it does imply all. No, your ignorance makes you think it implies all. Right? Because somebody like, let's just say I brought this shirt to a lawyer. A lawyer is trained to think outside the box. This is called abstract thinking, according to Jean Piaget's cognitive development theory, right? A lawyer would be like, are we talking about all black moms or some black moms? Because it doesn't give a quantifier. You have a quality message, but you don't quantify it, right? You would know quantity or quality, right? Here we go. Right, I'm ignorant with the ad hominem. See, here we go. Right, I'm ignorant. Go with the ad hominem. Ad hominem is Latin for the attack on the person. So ignorant by definition means generally you don't know. That's all ignorant means. It doesn't mean you're worthless. It doesn't attack a value to you, the person, other than you generally don't know. This person, because of their ignorance, thought it was an attack. You see? This is why it's important to know what words mean, know what the dictionary means, you know, and what descriptive dictionary, know what words mean. I didn't say you are worthless. I just said you're ignorant. Okay, Adam, I'm going to get you out of here. I'm going to get you up out of here.
Did you get that hoodie created? Or is that something?
Yeah, I got it made. I got it made. Yeah. I like your shirt. I understand it all too well. Thank you. Black moms ruin sons. Let me ask you this. Last question. Are there some women who will use you for your resources and then leave?
Yes.
Would that be new to you?
No.
Is that something that has happened in history?
Yes.
Should moms know about this?
Yes.
As a mother, if she loves you and knows that these things can happen, should she teach you?
Yes.
Do black moms teach their sons about these things?
No.
Black moms ruin sons. You follow? You follow? All you got to do, since black moms love the Bible, all you got to do is look at the story of Samson and Delilah type shit, right? Where Samson was a strong Israelite, whatever he was, I forgot, right? And then Samson, Samson came across Delilah. She was looking great. And the Philistines was trying to find out the secret of his strength. And what they do, sick his best friend, Delilah. I don't know if they was friends or fucking whatever, but sick Delilah on Samson. And Delilah just kept on trying. And Samson was sending her off, telling her little shit. Well, if you bind me up in twigs, they gonna take away my strength and I'm not gonna be able to do it. Samson knew she was on bullshit, but he didn't think too far into it, right? What did she do? While he was asleep, bound him up. Next thing you know, the Philistines are coming. Samson, you lied. Bitch, I know what I'm doing, lying to you. Okay, well, if you love me, you'll tell me the truth. All right, okay. You didn't get stronger ropes. You got to get these special ropes. And what happened? You put the special ropes around his wrist and then try it again 3 times. Instead of leaving that alone, what do? Take her out someplace. They have a good time. He get drunk, fall asleep, talk about the secret is cutting off his hair. And the 3rd time, what happened was she cut the edges. That wasn't enough. You got to scalp his ass in order to get his strength gone. So then he told her what she do. While he was asleep, she scalped him. Next thing you know, he lost his strength. See, his mama set him up for failure. Because if you actually read the story, his mom said, look, your hair can't never be cut. But mama didn't tell him how when you get older and you get stronger, these itches with a B gonna come along and they gonna see you and they gonna try to cut your hair. You gotta be aware of the power of the pussy. His mama didn't teach him about that shit. Ain't nowhere in the Bible where his mama taught him about the treachery that an unvirtuous woman with other motives would do to take your shit from you. Black moms ruin sons. Black moms ruin sons.
So is that's but you're not targeting like saying like the Bible misguided with some information.
No. Matter of fact, let's move from the Bible. Let's go to the 3 little pigs. See, we're not shitting on single moms. We're not doing that. Let's go to the 3 little pigs, right? You got 3 little pigs. They get ready to go out, do their little thing. Thug thizzle. We trying to avoid being bacon. So this is a fucking fucked up story. Yeah. So they got Ma and Pa.
I haven't heard the story in a minute, so it's kind of
okay. So here we go. Ma and Pa right here. They going off to do their thing. 3 little pigs. You know the story. One goes and makes a house of straw. Right? Beware the big bad wolf. Yeah, okay, Ma. Right? So got the house of straw. The big bad wolf knock on the door. Let me in. Open up, let me in. Not about to hear my chin. Well, if you don't open the door, I'm a huff and I'm a puff and I'm a blow the house down. He blows the house down, straw house breaks down, little fat pig. I don't know how he outran a wolf, but fuck it. This is the story. He outran the wolf. Maybe he got some fucking hokers on. He got some hokers on. He's a fucking 5K fatty, right? So he runs to the house that's made of wood, right? His brother. They all made 3 different houses. House made of wood, right? So then you sit there and, you know, the house made of wood. One little pig goes into there. Now you got 2 little fatties in a house of wood, right? The fucking wolf, but somehow he was able to do some surveillance. Oh, I see a little fat running. Okay, let's go to that house. Open up, let me in. Not about to hear my chin. Well, fuck it. I took that house of straw down. You don't open up this house, I'm gonna huff and puff and blow your shit out. Boy, you ain't doing shit to this motherfucking house. Fuck you talking about? This made of wood. What do you do? Wood everywhere. Fuck it. Oh, 2 little fats run over to the house made of bricks. The house made of bricks. So now you got 3 little fats in this nice little house made of bricks. Oh, he definitely not getting past that. I ain't know too much, but I know all that wood, that hot ass breath, ain't nothing gonna get past these bricks. What do you do? Huff, puff, nothing. Question. Why the mother and the father didn't teach them each how to make a house of brick? Why you set the fucking fat pig for the house of straw, and why you set the other pig up for the house of wood? You can just taught all 3 of them how to make a house of brick, and you just cut the fucking losses. You see what I'm saying? If you got 1 dumb person, that's hard. 2 dumb people can't be better. So what did they do for the 3rd pig that they didn't do for the other 2? Black moms ruin sons. You follow? You follow what I'm saying? Parents set kids up for failure. And if you look at in our community, our setups for failure are greater than other communities. Why? You'll get moms that'll sit here that'll say, ain't no manual for parenting. The library down the street, fucker. Why you ain't take us to the library? It's a whole section on parenting. Better yet, you don't like to read, do you? You could be honest. What about your friend Karen? What about your friend Brenda? She be reading them 50 Shades of Grey book. If she could she could read a book. You see what I'm saying? Why you ain't putting us around other people? Oh, that's right. You really had us for companionship, for control, and for cash. And you don't want us as kids to see you don't know what you're doing, because then you may think that we don't like you and you can't tolerate us not liking you. Can you grab that door for me? She can't tolerate us not liking. So what you gonna do? You gonna lie to us and make us think you had to block that person. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Hello. Hey, give me 1 minute. Okay. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, y'all. So instead of just sitting here and teaching them all how to do the same thing, you give them different lessons. Why you just in, okay, granted, don't get me wrong. You get certain parents, they get better as time goes on. Why you don't go back and revisit with the other kids and make sure the other kids know? Selfish. And you know who has a right to be selfish? Children. You know who stays selfish? An adult-bodied child. A lot of our parents, black moms, ruin sons. They got selfish children on the inside of them in the body of a big adult. And they had us to find love. They trying to build their self-esteem through having kids. That's one of the worst things that you could do, because your kid can't build your self-esteem. They don't even have their own. Does that make sense?
Yes, you're right about that.
That's what I said. They don't even have their own.
I'm in school. I'm in criminal justice school right now, and that's something that we was learning about. Like, that was a subject.
Yeah.
True.
And that's all I'm saying. You know, when I say, let me ask you this question. Are you a mom?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Now, if you get mad, that's fine. You got a right to feel the way you feel, but I'm gonna say this, and I really want your thoughts. And you don't have to answer none of these questions. No pressure. You see the shirt I got on? It say "Black Moms Ruin Sons." What are your thoughts about that?
I feel like that's true.
You feel like it's true. Now, am I attacking moms like for being mothers?
No, not at all. A mother, it's hard for a woman to raise a son, especially by herself.
Well, especially if you don't know let's talk facts, right? Is it possible that you could have a child and still not know what to do?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Cause I done felt myself not knowing what I'm doing. And my baby won.
And your baby won.
My father got killed at 2 months.
You want to come take my parenting class? I got parenting classes from 6:30. I'm not bullshit. I got parenting classes from 6:30 to 8:30 here.
Yeah, I definitely can because I get stuck sometimes. I don't know what.
Come on, that's what I said. See, that's what I'm saying. I teach parenting classes.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like, you're not gonna know unless, and we don't just talk about just parenting. Oh my God, this is what Mike thinks you should do. No, we're talking about early childhood education. Like, you only know what you know, you know? And when you learn better, you can see your child better. There's a thing called experiential blindness, right? What's experiential blindness? Well, you see something and your body's trying to make sense of this thing, like what, because you haven't experienced it. But once you experienced it, oh, okay, so that's what that means. Now you develop the skills to be able to solve the problem, which means you're not angry, you're not afraid of it anymore because you understand it.
Yeah.
Sometimes people got kids and they don't even understand their kids. And that's even because the kid within you has not been addressed, so you barely understand yourself.
That inner child.
That inner child, come on, you know what I'm talking
That's
about.
why I tapped in. Like before I even had a baby, I tapped in, and it's like I still got healing to do. Like I still got a lot to do. I tell my mama all the time, like you need to heal. Like at a grown age.
I'm telling you.
Act the way you act, you can't.
Yes, but the thing is, we see our parents and we see them act the way they do, but we may not understand that they went through some things too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And the thing
I
is,
started to understand that.
yeah, but you know what?
I got older.
But it's not for the child to understand the parent.
It's not.
It's for the parent to do what they need to do so they can get themselves together, because your child does not owe you respect. And that's the one thing that I hate to say it, a lot of black moms make their kids do. You gonna respect me. Wait a minute, I didn't ask to be in your struggle.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't. Respect by definition means a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elicited by the things that I like about you. In other words, I like you because of this. So what is disrespect? The lack of respect. I have a right not to like you. And a child has a right not to like their parent, and a secure parent would be okay with that. But an insecure parent cannot take their child not liking them. Why? Because I had you to love me, because no one else would.
Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest mistake that people do nowadays is have kids thinking it's gonna do something, but in reality, they get the work on them.
Somebody said, no, both parents want respect. Well, you got the right to want respect, but you're not entitled to anybody's feelings. So you can want what you want, but your child don't have to. Like, I love it. I love disobedient children. Why? Because they're trying to learn. They're supposed to test boundaries. If they don't understand things, they're supposed to reject it until it makes sense to them. We don't have developmentally appropriate practicing parents. We got a lot of parents that are ignorant to how children learn, what space their brain is even in to understand what you're saying. You're communicating like a you, not like a child. That's why I don't understand your ass. Simple shit. Simple shit. I'm just saying. All right, let me get you up out here. Write down your birthday real quick. So I don't want you to say it because you're going to be live and shit. Yeah. Yeah, Practical Ken. Let me see. Let me view this message. Probably got something to do with. I'm going to put this person. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to hide that person. Thank you. Thank you, Practical Ken. I appreciate that. What are those certificates behind me? You said explain my shirt? I did. Pastor David Buckley, what's going on? You said facts. I had to study because my daughter was blanking me until I learned that's just how toddlers operate. Thank you, Pastor. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. My shirt says black moms ruin sons. It is not to make moms feel like they are unworthy. It's to sit here and get you to understand that when you don't teach us things as boys or put us around not just men, qualified men, not just men, you can't just put us around men, because what is that going to do? You got to put us around qualified men, right? Because the men that my mom put me around, guess what they did? They just took me to nice places and shit. Took me to Great America, took me to the movies, took me to, oh, show him a good time. Show him he ain't got to be stuck in the hood. Show him this, show him that. But when it's time for the baby to be born or it's time for me to get married or whatnot, I can't take Great America to the bedroom and shit. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't, what? Oh my God, here's some cotton candy. The baby can't eat that.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're projecting. All right, let me send you on your way. Your kid probably don't even read at grade level. Yeah, I hid that person, so they can go ahead. Sign up your son for the local Sigma Beta Club. It's a good problem. It's a good program for developing men. Okay. Austin Hensley. Oh my God. Well, then get up out of here. Get out the room. See, that's what I'm saying. You hit dogs holler. Hit dogs holler for sure. Is that a 7 or a 4?
Oh, wait, you talking about right here?
Yeah.
That's an 8. Wait, oh no, that's a 4 right here.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. Where should I come in? Give me the last 4 of your, you know what? Don't get it ready. Let me see. Yeah, I got it, Pastor. That's all I'm saying. That's all that I was saying in my shirt. Black Moms Ruin Sons. It's not to, and the thing is, the ones who had their children for their own self-esteem, those are the ones who got a problem with what I said. Those are the ones who got a problem with what I said. They take offense to that. Nobody takes offense to them and in terms of the assessment of whether or not they have done their job more than a parent who's looking for validation. These parents, okay, it came up. Yeah, these parents who are looking for validation, my God, you cannot tell them you didn't teach them enough. I feel like parents refuse to learn more because if they did, it's admitting their own parents' mistakes. Yep, 1000%. Matter of fact, it's not only just that. It's like they assign to themselves a feeling of worthlessness because they're seeking out more education. Okay, I'm sorry, Austin. I'm sorry. I'm glad I didn't block you. Because I am quick to block a person. Because I don't be wanting to hit or attack it. It is not I can't take it. It's just you're responsible for what comes into your mind. I'm going to print out the armed security one for you too. You're responsible for what comes into your mind. So I'd be quick to block it because I don't have time to be distracted by it. So I'd be quick to block them. As parents on parenting, we're just following the blueprint of our ancestors and not innovating to suit current times. Well, our ancestors, first of all, let's talk about ancestors. Because if we can't be talking about black ancestors, right? We don't even know the real history of slavery. We were told that the white man just, we were told that the white man just came to the continent of Africa, a land he didn't know, and just went inland and just started stealing Africans. That shit don't even make sense. You know, it was smooth bore muskets. Boom, shit. Motherfucker, you messed up. Hey, God damn it, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Old ass technology and they just came inland. No, look up the Dahomey tribe. Dahomey tribe. This is a tribe. This is a kingdom that was set up. And there's others too. You got Lagos, Nigeria. There were African kingdoms that took war on the weaker African kingdoms, beat them in war, captured them as the spoils of war, and brought them to the coast, not just for the Europeans, but for the Spaniards and anybody else who wanted slaves. We were taught slavery all wrong. So then you got to think about that. When you get, here you go, when you get people talking about we was kangs, we was this. I'm sitting here like, so what, if we was kangs, who the smart one in our tribe that's still here in America? Because if in fact that story is true, that we got our ass whooped, not us, but that our ancestors got their ass whooped, are we the descendants of the losers? Could that be why we still losing? Because we got that losing ancestry in our shit. So why would I want to listen to some losers about how to fucking win? I had an old wise black man. He was old too. In an African, people think we don't have little Africa in Chicago. We actually do. And he was like, you will never find freedom talking to slaves. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Ever since then, I take what I listen to with scrutiny. He's like, what you heard about the Dahomey kingdom It is true. You all were the throwaways. We did not value you. We do not worship the same God. We don't worship the same things. So it was easy to capture you and sell you for goods and stuff. I didn't get offended because it's what the fucking truth. It makes sense. It makes sense. We got sold out by our own before the Europeans did what they did. Boy, tell the fucking truth. Tell the fucking truth. Yeah. Talking about some ancestors. I'm like, boy. All right, man. Be safe. You said same principles in Native American tribes warring and enslaving. Absolutely. That's a human condition thing. Come on. So we were taught the wrong shit. So when I hear people come to this white land in this slave, shut the fuck. Boy, I don't want to hear that shit. All right, how can I help you?
I came in to do my paperwork. I paid to get my credit card renewed.
Renew? All right, let me take you back out to this table. My stuff is over there. Yeah. Why are we sitting here listening to people when they talk about the stuff that they talk about the slave trade and this and that? That's be a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So we talking about we parenting in our ancestors. That I get what you're saying, though. You get what I'm saying. But so y'all understand the context of what I'm saying when I say black moms ruin sons. This ain't to attack. This ain't black woman hate. They love saying that dumb shit. You must hate yourself. I hate myself. Oh. Romans took captives as slaves as spoils of war. Yeah, that happened all the time. That happened all the time when they had the Germanic tribes and the different tribes, and they became slaves and they did what they did, you know? Look at you dropping stuff.
All the time.
All right, here we go. Fill out the part that's highlighted, sign right there. And fill out all of this, sign right there. Okay. So did the Egyptians. Absolutely. Now, here we go. Speaking of the Egyptians, when you go into these black beauty, well, I don't know if you want to call them black beauty supply stores, because Susan owns it, and you know it ain't white Susan, it's Asian Susan, you know. But when you go into these stores, what do they see Egyptians? You say, can you get a sweatshirt? I'm trying to get them made. I had this one made for me just to see if people would like it. Yeah, boy, I will. I will mass produce these bad boys. I will mass produce them and sell them for sure. And the thing is, this is a conversation starter. Black moms ruin sons. You ruin us when you don't teach us what we need. You said you're white. Yeah, if you want to change it to white moms ruin sons, I'll do that too. I don't care. You can just change it to whatever you want. It don't matter. Shit, it's a conversation starter. I think that kids need to hold their parents accountable without shaming the parents. They need to hold the parents accountable without shaming the parents. The same way the school systems, a good school system, a good school district, holds the teachers accountable for what the students learn. That's why I put the context of a good school district. The parents need to, you said parents ruin kids would be a good one. But see, I don't want to do that, because I don't know if that's a conversation. It might be a conversation starter. But I like this because I'm a professional gaslighter. You know I'm a professional gaslighter? I'm a professional gaslighter because you can't gaslight someone who doesn't have gas leaks. Think about that. You cannot gaslight someone who does not have gas leaks. Not enough shock value. You get what I'm saying? Black mom, yeah, it could be anyone's mom or dad. That's not enough shock value. But black moms, oh my God, they take having children so personal. Why? If you go to the psychology of it, you get black moms who create children for self-worth and identity, especially within black culture. So they take it personally. Yeah, I'll get the sweatshirts. Yes. Matter of fact, I'm going to get the sweatshirts and then I'm going to put it on my merch shop. Okay. I'll get the sweatshirts and I'll put it on my merch shop. Yes. Somebody said I need that ASAP. Yes. Can you replace? I will make them all. I'll make boomer. I'll make white. I'll make Black, I'll make them all. I promise I will. This is a conversation starter. Yes. You said boomer moms ruin sons. Oh, I just want the conversation started. Why? Children need to hold their parents accountable and responsible for what you failed to teach me that was accessible. This stuff was accessible and you knew that this thing existed, but you didn't teach me. How many of you all how many of you all watching made unnecessary mistakes that you could have likely avoided had you been taught the things you now know? A lot of us end up making unnecessary mistakes. Like the shit that we just went through was just totally unnecessary. Like I didn't have to go through that if mom would have taught me. How many of you sons got screwed over? How many of you how many of you sons got screwed over by a woman who saw the holes in your life? Who saw the fact that you said life is the hardest teacher. Yeah, but we end up learning lessons that we don't have to. You said I was not taught personal accountability until I learned it myself in my 20s. Well, Matt, give yourself grace. Here's why I suggest you should give yourself grace. What's the root word of accountability? Count. The root word of accountability is count. And it's crazy work to try to hold yourself accountable for something when your counting skills are lacking. Does that make sense? You don't go to an accountant who can't do the numbers, right? You don't go to an accountant who doesn't know how to account for what you bring to them, right? And so it's important to learn how to do a thing so that you can count the skill in that thing so that you can, be accountable so that you can exercise accountability. Okay, how you paying?
I paid already.
Okay, you paid already? All right.
Yeah. It was Shania Jacob.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Didn't I talk to you on the phone?
Yeah, earlier.
All right, you're
I
good.
had called.
I'm glad you came. Okay, so good. I'll go on ahead and get your stuff squared away. I'll have this renewed tomorrow, and then I'll let you know. Davion did not put his date of birth on his social. God damn it. Okay, I got you.
I'll be back.
Okay, no problem.
So I gotta get. So I need my concealed carry, but do I need the Ford?
Yeah,
I do.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You need
Do
it.
you help with that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll probably just give you a call to see because I got denied a few years ago.
What'd you get denied for? Who you killed?
Nobody. I was in the hospital 5 years prior in 2021.
Yeah.
So it been years now.
Hold on for a minute. Let me see what I just walked by the door. See if I gotta get up on some blick. Get blicked up. Get blicked up. Cause he did walk by like he was on that. If he walked by like he was on it, this a good 4-lane roadway to get stretched. Nah, he just waiting for his Uber. Okay. I'm about to say. I ain't looking for conflict, but I will be the first to assault. I have a friend that's a single father, but he believes that he's not doing things right. But from what I see, he's doing more for his daughter than the mother. Well, I would like to know what is it that he feels he's not doing right, because he may need to take more classes in certain things so that he can get the skills that he needs so that he can do certain things right. Like, just a lot of us have been taught, see, you may not understand, but a lot of us may have been taught to be providers, if you will. Does that make sense? To be providers. And when I say a lot of us might have been taught to be just providers, you look at it where it's like your value or what you think of yourself is contingent upon the type of job that you have. You said millennial moms ruin kids. No, because you got some old school. My mom wasn't a millennial mom. I love my mother. I love her dearly. So let me share with you all my story, so to speak. You said, where is this conversation coming from for you, and what made you decide to make this a priority? Because you're more than just the type of firearm that you're carrying. I want you to be who you need to be for you in other spaces besides just firearms. Does that make sense? So let me give you this. I give my mom a lot of grace. She's no longer here, but I give her a lot of grace. Why? Because was I the product of child abuse, or what I thought was child abuse? Yeah, I was the product of that. I learned that what I went through wasn't nearly as close as what it could have been in other places, in other people's homes, and in places where people are in foster care and in the system and stuff like that. But it was still certain levels of abuse. That being said, I was my mom's punching bag. Okay? I'm gonna read your comments in a minute, guys. I was my mom's punching bag. But there were some things that she did teach me, and she kept me curious as a learner. Okay? That having been said, as I began to go out into the military, whatever the case may be, I got married at the age of 20. 20, bro. 20. And I'm going to tell you what I did. So, here we go. Y'all ready? Fort Campbell, Kentucky. That was my duty station, right? I'm in the barracks. We done, I think it was 1700 sometime thereafter. I'm bored. So I sit here and I call back to Chicago the party line. If anybody know, in the 2000s, whatever, the party line and stuff like that. So you got the Chicago Raven, you got any minutes to blow them on us, stuff like that. So I met my ex-wife, my then girlfriend, soon to be fiance, whatever. And then we got into some great conversations. Man, I proposed to her. That shit was so fast. Got her a ring and stuff like that. And I brought her to my grandmother, right? Brought her to my grandmother, brought her to my aunt. Now, my grandmother had so much influence over me. I would have did anything that she said because I trusted her guidance, if you will. And so my grandmother was like, oh my gosh, she's beautiful. You guys would make such a good blank. So that was the go ahead to go on ahead and marry her. Worst mistake ever. And this is not because of who she is, but of how unqualified we both were for the business of marriage, for the business of children. You see what I'm saying? Marriage and parenting are careers. And so what I wish my grandmother could have said, would have said if she knew, Proverbs 24:3-4. Let's go to the Bible. Here we go. Proverbs 24:3-4. With wisdom, houses are built. With knowledge, its rooms are filled with treasure, right? So let's break that down. With wisdom. What's the definition of wisdom? The quality of being wise by having knowledge, experience, and good judgment, which is almost the same definition of common sense. Common sense is defined as good sense and sound judgment in practical matters. What's the operative condition? Practical. Here we go. Of or concerning with the actual doing of things rather than theories or ideas. So here we go. Here's a question. 1, Mike, love you. Thank you for your service. Because my grandmother served in Vietnam, so she was in the military. So that's kind of one of the influences I had aside from other things. My grandmother was outstanding. So here we go. Thank you for your service. Got it. Mike, we did not teach you anything about family. You were born into family, but we didn't teach you about the science of family, right? Now, you said the sweatshirt phrase is good in my opinion, but an explanation on the back would be great. Here's the explanation on the back. Ask me how. Okay, I see you. So that's the explanation on the back. So it invites a conversation. It's not just Black Moms Ruin Sons with nothing on the back. It invites a conversation. It says, ask me how. You see what I'm saying? So it's not empty. That was a great suggestion, but I already thought of that. It just says, ask me how. Black Moms Ruin Sons. No matter how you look at it, yeah, okay? So, my grandmother would have said to me, Mike, you're not qualified to be a father. Listen to the words that I'm saying, please. Mike, you're not qualified to be a father. Why aren't you qualified to be a father? You're not qualified to be a father because as your Black grandmother, we ruined you because we didn't teach you about the science of family. We did things for you. We didn't teach you how to do them for yourself within the context of the skills that's needed to operate as a partner in the team that is a family. Does that make sense? Marriage and parenting presents problems, not problematic. It can become problematic if you don't know what to do, right? Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, psychologist, on Death and Dying. There are two primary emotions, love and fear. Right now, you're in love. But when these problems come up, fear is going to strike up first. Then it's going to be anger, because that's going to be the explosion of you not knowing how to solve these problems. This young lady has a right to expect you to be her partner in this business called family, because that's what you two are doing. You are joining your entities to become one business entity. It's like a conglomerate, I guess. I hope I'm using that term right, but you get what I'm saying. You're merging your assets and liabilities into one major corporation, if you will. You're bringing two powerhouses if you have the resources. So, Mike, let me ask you this question. What resource do you have for this? If my grandmother would have fired off those questions, I'd have been like, you know what? You're right. The only thing I'm qualified to do is be a friendly fucker. Does that make sense? The only thing I'm qualified to do is be a friendly fucker. That's it. You can have sex and you can be a friend. That's it. You're not qualified to be a father. You can create children, but you're not qualified to be a father. Let me ask you this. Who's Lev Vygotsky? You don't know? Okay. That's the zone of proximal development, right? Here we go. That's the space wherein you're able to learn. Who's Yuri Bronfenbrenner, and what is the ecological systems theory? No? Okay. So how are you qualified to teach children? You don't know anything about that, right? Who's Abraham Maslow and Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? Who's Anna Freud? Who's Sigmund Freud? Who's Friedrich Froebels, the father of kindergarten, right? Who is, you follow what I'm saying? You follow what I'm saying, right? Who is, what did I just say? Yuri Bronfenbrenner, right? Who's Jean Piaget, cognitive development theory, right? Who's Mildred Parton? Mildred Parton is the 6 stages of play, right? You got unoccupied play, solitary play, onlooker play, parallel play, associative play, cooperative play. What did Piaget say? Play is the language of children. You see what I'm saying? You see all these developmental theories that I'm shooting out? I know these things now because I specialize in that. I didn't know these things then. You see what I'm saying? So if you are not qualified for children, why are you about to create them? You see what I'm saying? You said just because you can hammer a nail into a board doesn't make you a carpenter. Facts. It doesn't make you a carpenter. Yes. And here we go. Much to your point, practical Ken. With that hammer, are you hammering a nail or are you hammering a screw? Because they kind of look the same. They both got flat heads. Does that make sense? You said you should be asking the person you're getting with their credit score and what type of debts they have. That's a part of it. You said, bro, sounds like a Trump fan. Yes, I am. I'm a fan of Donald Trump. Yes. So what's your point? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I think that America does need to come first. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Veteran, and I'm proud to have served. And if I could, I would do it again. So what's your point? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And Trump is about family. So what's your point? What is your point? You tried it. You tried it. His speech, joint session of Congress, bro, it was beautiful. So what? The Democrats didn't stand up. We not worried about them. They have a right to sit down. We gonna worry about those. America, USA, US. That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. You see what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying family matters. It's okay. Family matters. Family matters. And how do black moms ruin sons? Black moms ruin sons when you don't teach us the science of family. That's one of the reasons. Here we go, y'all. That's one of the reasons I created this Mommy, Daddy, Please Teach Me. I got the book and I got the coloring book, right? I'm an author too. Here we go. Mommy, Daddy, Please Teach Me. Story time. Set it on down and let's listen. Here we go. You gave me life, now I am here for who knows how many years. You give me love by what you do. Protect, feed, and clean me too. You play with me and watch me crawl. Now I walk, I'm standing tall. More alert, I look to thee. Mommy, Daddy, please teach me. Now what are they doing? Here we go. All the words that talk about teach, right? You're exposing them to this stuff. My favorite teachers, right? Come on now. You got work to do with your kids, right? So that you don't ruin your sons. Come on, here we go. Don't just clothe me, teach me how to dress my best for years from now. A family I may have with boys and girls, ties and pearls. Comb their hair, cut it too, maybe address what size of shoes. How do I know what to choose? Teach me how so I don't lose. Here we go. Clothing size worksheet. Clothing size worksheet. Thank you for the gift. Clothing size worksheet. Teach them about their sizes. Why? Because they need to know about these things. Is there a difference between boy sizes and girl sizes? Yes, they need to know about these things. This is home economics, right? Here we go. Are y'all enjoying this stuff? Thank you, Jelly. I appreciate it. Here we go. Don't just cook. Teach me how. I'll need to feed myself somehow. A family I'll have someday to cook for them a million ways. What do you see the boys doing? The parents are sitting down and the kids are serving. These things matter. So here we go. Black moms ruin sons. You heard me talk to that young man who talked about how he didn't know how to cook. So here you got my 4 favorite dishes. Have them write that stuff out. The ingredients, plan. You got 4 of these sheets. Every kid should at least have 4 things that they can cook very well. Come on, man. Does this stuff make sense? Come on, man. This is all home economics. That's all this stuff is. Home economics. Moms need tools. Black moms ruin sons when they don't seek out resources to help them do their job better. They just need a guide, right? In the store, I see food, veggies and fruits, so much to choose. How much money does that cost? Don't just spend. Teach me, boss. Dollars, pennies, nickels, and dimes. Teach me money. We've got the time. Here we go. What are you doing? Teaching them. They got their own grocery list, the budget, how much things cost, right? Come on, just simple stuff. They can't even master this stuff, but you swear up and down, you did your job as a mother. No such thing. No such thing because they made it to being an adult. No. Here we go. Now we're home. Yes, where we stay. Can I put the food away? Yummy goodies from the store. Look, a spill on the floor. Don't just clean. Can I mop too? Teach me how to clean like you. A clean house I'll need to keep to beautify where I shall sleep. Right? Teach them how to clean. How many parents make their kids clean and you don't even teach them how? Now they mixing shit. They don't even know. You about to pass out. Trying to put the bleach with the... No, man. Here we go. Have a job or a career. Work every day of the year. Don't just work. Teach me how. You make money for me somehow. A skill or trade I will need. Soon my job to do for me. Here we go. You said, Instructor Mike, do you have Zelle? I do. It's my phone number. 773-372-3929. 773-372-3929. Chuck Dollar, you can go on Amazon. The book is $7.99. You can go on Amazon and look up Mommy, Daddy, Please Teach Me Coloring and Activity Book. Right? Mommy, Daddy, Please Teach Me Coloring and Activity Book. Mommy, Daddy, Please Teach Me Coloring and Activity Book. I think it's $7.97, something like that. Right? I got another book on responsibility. You get what I'm saying. Here we go. You tell your children you don't know how hard it is for me to work and for me to do this and for me to do that. Well, have them interview you. Have them interview you. In-house career day, starring my parents. Let them understand what it is you do. Here are the questions that are in this. Here we go. What is a job? What is a career? Because there is a difference between the two. What do you, my mommy, do for a living? What do you, my daddy, do for a living, right? What do they do? What does my stepmommy, stepdaddy, second mommy, second daddy, or guardian do for a living? Got to cover that, right? How long have you been doing your job or career? What was the easiest thing about your job? What was the hardest thing about your job? What do you have to know how to do your job? Do you have to go to school and graduate to do your job? Is your job or career dangerous? Do you like your job? Do you help people? How? What job or career did you do before this job or career, right? What made you leave that job? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Could you see me doing your job? Would it be too much trouble to teach me how to do your job? Are those good questions? Y'all sound off. Are those good questions? I mean, guess what you're doing? You're teaching them interviewing skills by letting them practice interviewing. Oh, You feel me? Come on now. Here we go. My personal resume, my list of I know how to. Ask yourself, what does what I do, my progress in school, make me able to do at home for myself and my family? Right? Here we go. What's my professional resume? You get what I'm saying? I know how to cook. I know how to clean my room, because there's a difference between what you do for yourself and what you do at work, right? So what else do they know how to do? They know how to build, play an instrument, add, sing, conduct a science experiment, debate, paint, draw. The professional resume thing can help them understand what career, right? I feel like most schools are just babysitters now. They don't care to teach. You're right, Stephanie. You're right. Here we go. This one is important. I like this one. Going somewhere, don't just run. Take me with. Teach me what's fun. Just all work and no play. Teach me to live life away. You're teaching them how to plan for a vacation. You're teaching them how to have a healthy work-life balance. Come on now, work-life balance. These are things you could do with your kids. You know, you bonding with your kids over the wrong stuff. You trying to bond with your kids over that math homework. You know damn well you didn't go to school to learn how to be a math teacher for kids. So stop trying to be a math teacher for kids. You trying to be a math teacher for kids, you don't know what you doing. And what are the schools doing? They are driving a wedge between you and your kids. They driving a wedge between y'all. Because then the kid has a right to expect that you know what to do. Then when you show you don't know what to do, now the kid's sad and disappointed. Now you got anxiety because now how they see you, it's affecting how you feel about yourself. Your job is to teach them life skill stuff at home. Leave that homework stuff at school. If you didn't cover it during the 8 hours that you had during your time, don't rob me of my time to teach my kids what they need to know. This is my time. Does that make sense? This book sounds great. I'm going to get it from my niece and nephew who has kids. Me and my wife are teaching our kids these tools. Good job, Chuck Dollar. You get what I'm saying when I say black moms ruin sons. I'm not trying to attack women because they black. I'm not trying to attack you because you're a woman. I'm not trying to attack you because you're a mom. I'm attacking what ruins sons. What ruins sons. You know who would agree with me? Lev Vygotsky would agree with me. More knowledgeable others. You know who would agree with me? Yuri Bronfenbrenner in his ecological systems theory, right? Can you shout out my little brother, Dixon Mayes? His birthday's today. Happy birthday, Dixon. Hey, look, enjoy your birthday. Look, you have a special gift called life. And in life, there is hope. This is your life. This could be heaven on earth if you make it that way. Okay? It could be heaven on earth if you make it that way. Enjoy your day. Every day is your day, but enjoy your day, because on this day you came to be. Okay? Here we go. ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. I can say these with great ease. What I tell myself 'tis true. Don't stop there. Please teach me all about my self-esteem. Here we go. Affirmation word search. Affirmation word search. Here we go. Affirmation word search. So good. Good. List of I am. Good. Here we go. What should I tell myself first? I can be great. I love me first. I know I must do for me that which makes me so happy. You said, what was the book? Mommy, Daddy, Please Teach Me, Coloring and Activity Book. You can find this on Amazon. It's only like $7.98, right? Here we go. And yes, you see the cover, but there are many different families that are represented in here. Many different family types or races, if you will, that are represented in here, okay? Here we go. I sure learned a lot today. Mom and Dad just taught away. Teach me now the way to go. I love you both. Now watch me grow. And in the back, guess what it is? Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This is a psychological theory that talks about the needs that all humans need to be able to grow and thrive. And here's a space for them to learn what those needs are. Why not teach them this stuff ahead of time? Teach them this stuff ahead of time. Come on, man. Black moms ruin sons. You ruin your kids when you don't teach them the things they need to learn for life. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. And thank you, Chuck Dollar, for teaching your kids this stuff already, because that's the stuff that matters, man. Look, what we don't know as kids, that's the stuff that ruins us as adults. Why? Black moms don't put us in front of people smarter than them, which means you got to put your pride to the side and lay your ego on the altar and say, look, I can't teach you this because I don't know. And that doesn't mean that I'm worth less because I don't know. I just can't teach you it because I don't know. But you do need to know. But you do need to know. So because you need to know, I'm going to put you around somebody smarter than me. Thank you for the gift, Jelly. I'm going to put you around somebody smarter than me. So that way they can go on ahead and teach you what you need to know. Because if I don't put you in front of that person who's smarter than me, you're not going to know. And that's setting you up for failure. No one sets black sons up for failure more than black moms. Sorry, you set us up. Plato, see, y'all know who Plato is, right? Plato has a wonderful quote. Rather be unborn than untaught, for ignorance is the root of misfortune. You set us up for failure because we end up being ignorant to some stuff we're supposed to know. And we don't know it because you don't know it. Or if you know it, you hide it from us for whatever reason. There's plenty of reasons, right? But you hide it from us. Why would you do that to us if you really love us? You actually love yourself more than you love us. And I guess that, I mean, I don't know if that's okay or not, whatever, right? You're supposed to love yourself, but you're supposed to love us too, right? It's not for the child to love the parent. The child gets to choose who to love. You as the parent, you don't get to choose to love your kids or not. You're supposed to love your kids. You brought them here. You brought them here. And I'm going to keep on wearing this shirt, Black Moms Ruin Sons, until the kids are free. Free the kids until it's in reverse. Because there's a lot of kids who wish they could speak up, who wish they had an advocate. Now, Roach, that's a hell of a... Let me check. Give me 1 minute. Why, yes, I did. Thank you for that. I appreciate it, Vaughn. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Has anyone said anything to you on the street? Yes. I haven't gotten anything negative. I've gotten some head turns, but I've gotten some men who have driven by. Yes, I have gotten that. Yes. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And so I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue. And what I'm going to do is the video that I just posted was a conversation that I had with a mom in my office who we had a conversation about this shirt. It was so beautiful. I'm going to post the reactions. You're going to see the reactions. This page is not just about pum-pums. Don't get me wrong. We teach it all that great stuff. But this is going to be a page where you're going to get a lot of resources and things like that, in as much as I could give them. Now, I know in YouTube, you're niche, right? We're going to do something with that rule. We're going to do something with that rule because this is not just about pum-pums and stuff like that. I want y'all to be better for family because that stuff matters, man. That stuff matters. Kids end up in struggles they don't deserve, they don't need, they didn't ask for. You know, does that make sense? You know what a pum-pum is, cut. You know what it is. Libra 80. Let me ask you this. Hold on. I don't know whose message that was. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Give me 1 minute. Libra 80. Don't go anywhere, please. I want to answer your question. Roach, you said the lack of fathers in the home is the biggest reason for the foolishness of our youth. Well, let me ask you this, Roach. Let me know if you're still here. Which came first? The man or the boy? You know where I'm going. Which one came first? The man or the boy? Right? The man or the boy? And please don't take my tone as attacking you. I attack principles, statements, positions, not people. So I'm not attacking you, but which one came first? The man or the boy? Because it's the boy who needs to be taught the skills about family and taught and tested and taught and tested and taught and tested and tested and taught and taught and tested and taught and tested with curriculum to show. You can't just, well, I made him do. No. Where's his notes? Thank you. I appreciate that too, Easy. Where are his notes? Where are his books? Where is his work? Where is his scholarship? Where is his scholarship for the science of family? Where are his pictures, his videos, his things that in the darkness of darks, in the space of solitary, that only a person who's trying to grow knows all too well, right? You know how when you're in your phone and you're looking at pictures, and what does that do? It jogs your memory. It causes you to be able to recall, right? Those things so that you can practice and remember. Those are the things that I'm talking about. See, y'all think just a lot of black moms are just teller raisers. What do? Tell them and raise them, right? I'm not going to tell you again. Now, let me tell you. When's the last time I tell you? I'm going to tell you. I'm only going to tell you one more time, and I'm not going to repeat it. So you better open up your ears, and you better listen. I'm only going to tell you one more time. Don't make me tell you again. If I got to tell you again, if I got to repeat myself, I'm going. And what do they say? Yeah. They give you that counterfeit yes. It's not a confirmation yes. It's a counterfeit yes. Maslow even said it. You're going to fall forward into growth or step back into safety. That's where the lie comes in. They're stepping back into safety. What is the safety? I know you can't take the truth, so I'm going to lie to you and tell you yes, to get you to stop because you're not trying to do anything positive. You're not trying to teach me. You're just trying to attack me, right? Now, to answer your question, Libra 80, let me know you're still here in the comments. Type in the comment because you could have checked out. You could have left the room. Black moms ruin sons. I'm going to get a bunch of these shirts made. I already know I'm going to go on ahead, go online. I already know what I'm going to do. Get this made. You are here. Okay, good. So let me ask you this, Libra. Plato said it best. Who's Plato? He's a philosopher, okay? If you know anything about philosophy, he's a philosopher. Plato said it best. Rather be unborn than untaught, for ignorance is the root of misfortune. How do black moms ruin sons? When you don't teach us about the science of family. And I'm talking teach us from family and consumer sciences curricula. I'm going to give you a website. Teachers Pay Teachers. TeachersPayTeachers.com. If you go to Teachers Pay Teachers and sign up and just type in family and consumer sciences, oh my God, there are so many things that you can use that is teacher created resources. You can, very affordable resources. You could buy it, you could print it out, and you can go over these things with your son. See, black moms ruin their sons by thinking, Con, you're not wrong. I'm going to leave that there. You're not wrong. Here we go. Black moms think that they are supporting their son by helping them. You said for some reason, I said teachers pay teachers, not teachers spay teachers. No, teacherspayteachers.com. That's crazy as hell, Matt. I can't. Here we go. You threw me off. I forgot what the fuck I was saying. Okay, go to teacherspayteachers.com. Family and consumer life sciences stuff, right? There's a whole bunch of things that we need to learn, right, for the science of family. Just because we are born into a family doesn't mean we know how to family. Does that make sense? How many recipes does your son know? And I'm not talking about just from the top of their head. I'm talking about curriculum, right? Writing those recipes out, right? Where they can do the basics. Of course, you can add to, but these are the basics. Something they can reference, right? Does that make sense? Do they know the difference between girl sizes and boy sizes? Why is this stuff important? Because your son is not just your son. Your son is someone's future husband, someone's future father, and he needs information to be able to make him a more knowledgeable partner to his wife or whomever he chooses to be in that parenting team with. Does that make sense? Good. Here we go. 4 favorite dishes. What does he know about shopping and budgeting and things like that? Those things matter. This is not all inclusive, right? Here we go. What about careers? What about interviewing? Difference between a job and a career, and the struggles of what it is that you do when you're at work, right? I mean, there are so many different things. You said, what if he never gets married or have kids? Well, these are still life skills that he needs to have. There is a thing called Casey Life Skills Test. Casey Life Skills Test. Casey Life, you said selling crack. Casey Life Skills Test, right? You said, Instructor Mike, you and Jane Elliott teaching a class would be, yeah, that's cool. You said, I had to teach my husband a lot because his dad tried to teach him how to sell meth. Damn, Stephanie. Well, you know what? I'm going to give you a lot of kudos because you do have those wives who understand that in order for me to have the partner that I want, let me see if he's willing to learn. And I like people like you, Stephanie. I like people like you. So that's amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because I'm going to tell you this. A lot of black moms are also black girlfriends who say, I ain't teaching no man how to do insert your shit here. And then it's like, so my mama didn't teach me. You ain't gonna teach me. Well, fuck it then. And then you see this, the conflict. Black culture is not history, but black culture is a culture of conflict. It loves conflict. The fruits of the tree of black culture are violence and entertainment. Those are the seeds and the fruit that comes from the tree of black culture. And they don't like it when I say this, but it is true. It is so true. You say it's crazy seeing me live? Outstanding. Now you said, Stephanie T, he loved to learn, but I have a lot of resentment to his parents. It was their job for sure. So you know what I'm saying, Stephanie, when I'm saying black moms ruin sons. Now, I know it's not just exclusive to black. It is not. But you understand why I'm attacking that, right? You get it. Because it's your job. And then the thing is, it irks me professionally, not personally, but professionally. It irks me when you sit here and hear people talk about, well, there's no manual for parenting. And the library's down the street. The fucking libraries down the street. Like, do you library, bro? Do you library? How many black moms ruin their sons because they don't have a library card? How do you expect your kid to learn? And as a parent, you don't even have a library card. So you don't even take them to the fucking library. You get what I'm saying? You said, I'm in full agreement with this. Black moms ruin kids without a father in the home. So Clutch, let me help you understand this. Clutch, you're going to like this. That's not true now. Well, you said most libraries are full of LGBTQ plus books now. That's okay. Do they have a section for that? Yes. But is that entirely? No. And I know because I got my books in the library. I'm in the library. You get it. So here we go. You ready? Matter of fact, if black moms ruin sons is offensive, you would not want to read my book, My Black Life Matters. Do y'all want, now hold on. This is not the Black Lives Matter movement. This is a Trojan horse book. Would you like for me to read this book? Because you're going to like this book, and this message aligns. This book and this message aligns. Stephanie, you said you want me to read it. Let me get some more yeses in here if you want me to read it, because I'll read this book and this message aligns. All of these kids got one thing in common. All right, you said you locked in. Say less. We're about to read it. Here we go. Hey, shh, come here. I'm Malik. What am I doing? Running. Why? I'm one of the smart kids in class. Let me turn this. Here we go. I'm one of the smart kids in class. I love school, but the other kids make fun of me a lot. I love learning. I sit at the front of Miss O'Shaughnessy's class. I like the way she teaches. I like to answer questions. I get picked on too, at lunch, in the hall, at the gym, in the stalls. Dismissal can seem like a track meet, running like I have slave feet. Not every day, but most days. Why should I have to run from those who look like me? Shouldn't my black life matter? It matters to me. I'm tired of running. I just want to be free. One day, someday, I hope they'll see. Come with me quick. I know where we can hide. To my friend's house. When I run, it's close by. She's one of the few who understands me. The few who care. Hey girl, hi Malik, you running again? She asked. Yeah, said Malik. You know, I just had to outsmart Keith in class. Who's your friend? Asked Keisha. He's a new kid in our class. We met while I was running. Hi, your name is? I'm Keisha. I like to sing. No, wait, I love to sing. My favorite song is Lift Every Voice and Sing. Malik helped me find my voice. I was all alone with no one who'd listen. I was shy for a while. Why? I was touched by my mom's man friend, boyfriend, something like that. I don't know who he is that well. I came to her and I told her it wasn't anything sexual. I just felt uncomfortable. She ignored me. I felt alone. My house, no longer a home. Why should I be ignored by someone who says she loves me? Shouldn't my black life matter? It matters to me. Got tired of being silent. Now I sing. Just want to be free. One day, someday, I hope she'll see. Are you getting a common theme here? Are you getting a common theme here? It seems like you get it. Here we go. Before y'all came in, I was in a chat, Keisha said. Oh, let me guess. Is it Matt? Malik said. Yes, come say hi, the both of you. Sure, he'll tell you what he's been through. You said, dude, why do we have to read these things to kids? I know you have the best intentions, but why are we living like this? Because kids live like this. Because these are the things, because I'm going to tell you this. Black moms ruin sons. You know why? They ignore these things when kids go through these things. Man, you get where I'm going. Come on. But it's going to have a good ending. Here we go. Hey, Matt, Malik's here. He brought a friend while running here. Let me guess. Keith again? Asked Matt. You know it. Will it ever end? Hey, I'm Matt, and you are? Nice to meet you. You met Malik kind of the same way we did, running. Oh, my face? Oh, that's old. It was bigger than that 2 days ago. Well, I ran into a wall. Clumsy me. Left my glasses at home, so I didn't see that wall that had been there, nor that chair, or that toy, or that broom, or those stairs. Right. Ouch, that's some luck. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not blind. My mom hit me, beat my behind, got bad grades at report card time. I really like school. I really try, but it's really hard. Sometimes I cry. I ask for help when I want to learn. Mom often says it's too hard for her. It's like she doesn't even try. Got real mad when I asked her why. No help at home, too many at school, a recipe for creating fools. Why should I be beat by someone who should teach me? If she doesn't know, can she learn with me? Shouldn't my black life matter? It matters to me. Got tired of being beat. So Malik and I meet. Just want to be free. One day, someday, I hope she'll see. You said, I think it's something like 80% increase of abuse when it's living with mother only. You see what I'm saying, Clutch. The single mom beatings are out of rate. You get it. You get it. Come on now. We on to something. Ding dong. Ding dong, ding dong. They all said, it's Keith. Come on out, said Keith. No, you try to fight me almost every day, Malik said. Why? I don't bother you. I look like you. Why do you want to fight me? Look, Keith said, you're smarter than me. I don't like that. I guess I want to be smart like you, Keith said. I have no one to help me. The teacher ignores me because I'm like a, what's the word? Rabble rouse, rubble maker, trouble rouser. Troublemaker? Malik asked. Yep, that's it, said Keith. Miss O'Shaughnessy told my dad I was that. Do you hate school? I love it, said Malik. I know you do, said Keith. That's why I chase you. I can never catch you. You're too fast, except this time another kid saw you run to this house, so I found you here. I get beat at home by my dad for getting bad grades. I even get beat when he has bad days. Me too, said Matt, but by my mom. I never knew, said Keith. I know, said Matt. We avoid you. Look, Keith, do you want to learn? I can try to help you. Hold on for a minute. Sorry, there was a call coming through. I could try to help you, said Malik. Yes, please, asked Keith. Well, welcome to our club, My Black Life Matters, said Malik. We make our lives matter by helping each other until the big adults will listen. Yeah, said Keith, because why should I get beat by my dad with smelly feet? Shouldn't my black life matter? It matters to me. Hey, what's funny? Keith asked. You said smelly feet, said Keisha, laughing. We just want to be free, Malik said. One day, someday, I hope they'll see. Until then, Keisha, can Keith have a seat? Sure, said Keisha. Come rest your feet. They don't smell, do they? The end. That's the book. Do y'all get a common theme? In this book, the parents ignored them all. All these kids got ignored by the parents and the teachers who's saying he's a troublemaker, when in fact, the grades from your children are not your grades. They are the grades that is the result of the teacher and the relationship that they establish with your child. The way that they communicate to get to the outcomes. They're not your grades. So when your children get these grades, why are you taking it personal? Is it like, well, I send you to school to be a representative of me? That's not true. Your child is a representative of themselves. Let your child own these consequences, own these grades. They're not your grades. They don't invalidate who you are or your worth to yourself. You see what I'm saying? These grades are theirs. These grades are theirs. And so those bad grades could be the way that this child is communicating to the teacher that I'm not hearing you. I don't hear, you're not teaching me the way I learn. And those grades could be a result of that. Education must be rigorous. Education must be relevant. Educators must build relationships before learning happens. That educator hasn't built a relationship with your child, so no wonder they're acting out in the only way they know how to get attention. Because I know if you see these bad grades, I got your attention. You are the one that has to decide what to do with it. Does that make sense? So that's why they created the club, My Black Life Matters. It's not on the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, you said, as a proud child of a single parent household, I ask you, do absent black dads and single parent households ruin kids, or is it the single mother busting her ass so you don't end up in the streets? Well, here's this. The single mother spends so much time busting her ass, the kid still ends up in the streets because guess what? You don't understand child development, and you don't understand that during the early years of their life is when you have to have the most influence, so that after 4th grade, you still have to be involved, but now there's going to be peer influence. So parents are in a competition with peers Does that make sense? Parents are in a competition with peers, and it's hard for you to win against those peers because those peers are more relatable than you are. Dr. Phil even said it best. Whether you like Dr. Phil or not, whatever, Dr. Phil even said it best. You're not going to be the only voice. You just have to be the greatest voice. It's crazy work to think you're going to be the only voice. You just have to be the greatest voice. You see what I'm saying? You said, here we go. Here's K. See, I'm telling you, now we're about to get into getting on black moms, and I'm going to help you stay in your place, K, right? The message needs to be full stop, full stop, full stop. Black women are the de facto heads of household in the black community, right? So black women love to think because they are the heads of their household that they're the heads of everything that is black, till you come across a black man like me who will respectfully and kindly tell you, stay in your place. Your place is not to tell me what my message needs to be. Your place is to decide whether this is the room for you. If this is not the room for you, you need to go make sure you DEI with your kids. Here we go. Here's the DEI. You ready for it? DEI. D. Did you read to your child today? E. Every word in those books matter. I bet you didn't. That's DEI. You need to go make sure you DEI with your kids. Because your job isn't to tell me what my message needs to be. You need to stay in your place, and not your place as a woman. See, when you hear that, that's been your experience. You need to talk to your family and your people around you. That's the reason why you're triggered. Your job is to stay in your place and stay on track. Your track is to worry about what's in your four walls. There's a book called 30 Million Words, Building a Child's Brain by Dr. Dana Susskind. That needs to be what you need to be doing. Okay, well, I'm glad you're not attacking. Okay, K, you said not telling you, brother, I'm trying to learn. Okay, so here we go. Communication, encouragement. Don't say what the message needs to be. See, you all want the message to be softer, and you don't understand what gets the algorithms, right? Which one is going to start some shit that makes people talk? Black moms ruin sons or black households? And black households are headed by mostly whom? Black moms. It ain't the household that's ruining your kids. It's your mama and her ignorance and her pride that's ruining the kids. See, your mama don't want to admit that she don't know. Why? Because you don't know that your mama had you whole time to find love. Your mama not going to admit that she don't know, because she's afraid that if she admits that she don't know, that you may devalue her, and she can't take that. Her ego can't take that. So if her ego can't take that, look at y'all. Y'all attacking a grown man for black moms ruin sons. I know you can't take the truth of your child. You said you're starting a conversation. I'm just trying to hold myself and other black men accountable too. Okay? What's the root word of, see, here we go. We got to have this conversation, Kay, and I'm glad you're here, okay? Y'all share this with people you think can benefit from this conversation, please, right? You have respectfully fallen into the trap of using the words accountability and responsibility without taking into consideration the root words of both accountability and responsibility, which is count and respond. Count and respond. Black moms ruin sons when they don't make sure that we can count and respond. You have to know how to count, to then account, then to be able to account. than to exercise accountability. You have to know how to respond to be able to exercise responsibility with ability. Does that make sense? Here we go. There are two types of responsibility. Look it up. Assumed responsibility and applied responsibility. Assumed responsibility is the responsibility that you have for a thing when you take on a job or when you're given a job and you accept what you've been given. But applied responsibility is knowing how to do the job. Black moms ruin sons when they thrust us into jobs and don't teach us how to do those jobs. And the way that black parents teach is very authoritarian. Black moms will say the following things. Hey, I need you to listen to me, and I need you to listen to me good, because I ain't got time to be repeating things. I don't have time to be repeating things. I need you to listen to me. I need you to listen to me good. Listen to me good. I'm only going to tell you once. And then when they tell you that, wait a minute. Here we go. Wait. Don't you, no. Don't you sit. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell? Don't make me have to repeat myself. Don't you? No, you better not cry. I'm gonna give you something to cry about. I'm gonna give you. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And what I'm saying is this: the brain is a wonderful creation, but it is still the slave of repetition, right? Education must be rigorous. Education must be relevant. Educators must build relationships before learning happens, and the education must be repeated over and over again. There is another book by Peter C. Brown called Make It Stick. Make It Stick. Make It Stick by Peter C. Brown. Make It Stick by Peter C. Brown. That is an outstanding book. It is important to repeat. Why? The brain is a wonderful creation. I got you, Dale. But it is still the slave of repetition. Repeating it over and over again. Repeating it over and over again. Helping them understand. Helping them stay curious. Curious. That's what's on the top of my hat. Curious. Why is a cat so curious? It's a part of their survival. Curious. I am an open source learner. I am a stoic. I am a constructivist. Right? I'm an Adlerian therapeutic educator. Adler, Alfred Adler, the psychologist, right? Your basic mistakes, your birth order could have affected how you have been taught. Does that make sense? All those things matter. All the pieces matter, right? And so that's what I'm saying when I'm talking about how you've fallen into using, I'm trying to hold men accountable. Do me a favor, Kay, and I hope you're still here. Not just me. Do the people that you're trying to help a favor. Set aside that word accountability. Okay? Thank you, Price, for the gift. Set aside that word accountability. Focus on, do these men, see, here's this. One of the things, I got a client coming up, so I got to go in a minute. One of the things that I do with my clients, right? Because I'm more than just a gun teacher, right? One of the things that I do with my clients, I tap into their inner child. I tap into the skills that they need to learn so that they can solve the problems. And see, the thing is, if you're trying to hold them accountable and responsible, I'm in Chicago, without finding out what they know, then they're just going to dig their heels in not being able to count and not being able to respond, ergo, not being accountable and responsible. Does that make sense? We got to tap into what they know and tap into what they don't know. And I will further you this. We have to look at what's their history with education, their history with learning, their history with shame. You said, I think moms ruin their sons by becoming too attached and building a codependent person. But see, here's this. Moms build an attachment relationship with their children because men have walked away. Women have walked away. Family has walked away. Friends have walked away. And when all these people have walked away, when you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs in the back, you look at the theory of love and belonging. We all have a need to love and belong to someone. And so my theory is, without shaming single moms and single dads or dads, right? The dad who is unskilled but is looking for attachment trauma bonds with a girl or a woman who's looking for kids because this man can give her kids, right? This is a business decision. He got a dick, it works. Hey, I want those kids. Why? For the 3 C's: companionship, control, and cash. Here we go. No shame, no judgment. It is just a business decision. Companionship. Men have walked away in my life. Women have walked away in my life. My family has thrown me away. My friends don't want me. So I am going to create my own family for companionship. That's an attachment. That's a need to be needed. That's unhealthy, right? Here we go. Control. All humans have 2 primal needs: the need to feel secure and the need to feel in control. The need to feel secure and the need to feel in control. You can't control that man. He walked away. You can't control your family, right? You can't control your friends. You can't control these other women. So you create children. Anna Freud talked about this. This is an ego defense. When the ego feels attacked, you're going to either sublimate, do things positive, create things, whatever, or you're going to displace. Pick on someone weaker than you who can't refuse your attempts to gain control. So that's why you create children. And then for cash, set aside your feelings about children. Set aside your feelings about children, right? When you look at the business of child, okay? You look at the Lending Tree, Forbes, whatever the case may be. Here we go. Children cost $240,000 in today's money from 0 to 18, okay? So when you have a child, you just got a mortgage, right? So now that we've got a mortgage, we've got to fund this source, this mortgage. When you have a child, your child is a liability financially. You don't have to believe me. Look it up, right? Your child is a liability financially. Well, I had children for companionship and control. I didn't think about the cost. Well, when you live in liberal areas and in certain areas, welfare government subsidizes the cost of that mortgage, right? They subsidize it with what? Free health care, certain types of daycare plans and things like that, food stamps, the TANF program. You see what I'm saying? And then here we go, child support, right? And then don't be married and get a divorce. Now you get a percentage of that, right? This is a business decision. But sometimes, remember, what's the payment? $240,000 stretched out from 0 to 18. That may not be enough. I need to get another man, right? What do businesses do? Businesses collaborate with other entities to increase their bottom line. Come on. It's a business decision, right? So I'm going to get with this potential man so that I can get another baby, because another baby will give me more access to cash. Does that make sense? More access to cash, right? Benefits, right? It's not like each baby is $240,000. No, the first one is $240,000. And because the second baby can share the resources from the first baby, it's just a little bit more, but not that much. You see what I'm saying? So the baby is a liability and then becomes an asset, because now, if depending upon if you work and are able to file taxes, you get benefits for having children. In certain situations where you and the father are fighting, what does that do? What does that do? What does that do? when the two are fighting, now you are triggering benefits for domestic violence victims. So now on Section 8 rosters, because you're a so-called or so perceived domestic violence victim with children, you get bumped up to the top of the list, where by yourself, you would be where everybody else is. You see what I'm saying? You got to think about it. Set aside the value judgment. What is a value judgment? The value judgment is this is right or wrong, good or bad, legal, illegal, moral, immoral. Set aside the value judgment, right? This is simply, let's get an understanding. And so now they got all these benefits that come by having children. Stephanie T said, that's why my cousin kept popping them out. 12,000 or 1,200 in food stamps. Yes. The more children you have. And then you got to think about the long-term potential wealth in these men. You may not be who you are now, but later you could become a rapper and get your money. Oh, file the paperwork, child support, bing, money. That's the long game. These women that fit in this category are out here playing the long game. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, when somebody said something in one of the comments about these absent fathers, absentee fatherhood is part of the plan. Why? Because if the father is here, he gets in the way of my journey in collaborating with other businesses. I can't get a new partnership and collaboration with this man here. I gotta make way for the new partnership. Black moms ruin sons. And your son is seeing this. Does that make sense? Your son is seeing this. It's a collaboration, right? It's a collaboration. Why? Because I don't need you to be here to keep getting the deal. I just need the baby from you that makes me qualify for the long deal. It's the checks that keep coming in, and they keep coming on and on, my friend. He started thinking it, not knowing what it was, but that money will keep singing it forever just because I got this baby. Does that make sense? That's all I'm saying. Black moms ruin sons. Why? Because you don't teach us about these games. You know they exist. Why? You use them on our father, but you don't teach us about them so they don't get used on us. Black moms ruin sons. You follow? Does that make sense, Stephanie? Like this stuff is nothing new. It's just we end up feeling it because of black moms ruin sons. They don't teach us. They don't teach us shit. You got the greatest influence. You see what I'm saying? You said, my guy, you are exposing the game. That's what I'm talking about. But the thing is, I'm not trying to shame black moms. Black moms feel the shame because of the things they've been through and the environment they were raised in. You are not responsible for that shame. So when women try to throw the shame shovel at me like I'm trying to shame them, I'm not trying to shame them. The shame is what comes from your guilt conscience. Your guilt conscience is making you evaluate whether or not you are ruining your son. That's what the shame is. I'm not responsible for the shame. This is about improvement. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. This is about just helping people. Look, your son will not be better than the man you picked to be his father until you teach him better. You said, once you forgive her, you set her free. What are you talking about? I love my mother. What are you talking about? I don't forgive my mother. I give her grace. Let's have that conversation before I go. Here we go. There is a difference between grace and forgiveness. Huge difference. Grace and forgiveness, right? You said the government became the father, the boyfriend, and the side piece. You get it, Box. Right, here we go. Grace and forgiveness, right? Grace is something that is unmerited. You don't have to do anything for it. I give my mother a hell of a lot of grace. I love her with all of my soul. I don't approve of her behavior, but I love her and I give her grace. Why? When I became a scholar and a philosopher in the science of early childhood education and family and consumer sciences and parenting, I then began to evaluate, could my mother teach me these things? The answer is no. She couldn't teach me because she didn't know. And when I began to do the family credit report, hold that thought. This is another workbook that I have. See, I have clients. I teach them. I help them. The family credit report, a knowledge, skill, ability assessment of your probability of readiness for family. What did I do? I took a deep dive into my family and I began to ask myself and evaluate if my mother had these skills and got these classes to be qualified to teach me. Once I came to the realization that she didn't have these things, I had to give her grace. She couldn't teach me what she didn't know. She assumed the responsibility by becoming a black mom, but she could not apply those skills, responsibility. Her ignorance ruined me. Now, am I a ruin? Am I despair? No. No. Now, catch my drift. I'm going to say this and then I'm going to block you because you're just on a trail of saying the same thing and you're not listening. You're doing things to be seen. And I see you, but I'm going to say this and I'm going to cut you, right? Forgiveness is something that you have to apply for when you knew what to do, but you did not do it for a different reason outside of what skills you have. You hurt this person for hurt's sake when you knew not to hurt them because you knew what to do that would not hurt them. Forgiveness is something that is appropriate for that. Absolutely, she could not teach me what she did not know. And so I give her grace. She doesn't have to apologize for it. I give it to her because I understand her. And that is what set me free from the pain that I used to have for my mother. I love her so dearly. In fact, this work that I do is in her honor. The work that I do and the works that I've created is in my mother and my brother's honor. Because they were who they were because they did not know. Black moms ruin sons when you don't have what you need to have so you could teach them or put them around Lev Vygotsky, more knowledgeable others while they're in this zone of proximal development. Proximal development. Now, Box Elder, you said something. We can start out as a victim, but then we are still responsible for the choices we make to move forward with our lives. So let me help you understand something, Box. There is a big difference between the word choices and decisions. Choices and decisions. Children make choices. Development or developed, psychologically developed adults make decisions. Underdeveloped children make choices. Psychologically developed adults make decisions, and it's in the definition of the word. Here we go. Here we go. Choices. A choice or a decision made when presented with two or more possibilities. Decision. A conclusion reached after consideration. Those are the definitions. What's the operative word we have to look at? Consideration. Careful thought, usually over a period of time. Can children make decisions? No, because they don't have the patience yet to take a lot of time to make a decision. Their things are impulses. Impulses, impulses. That's where they are. Jean Piaget's sensory motor. They sense things, they do things. It's all choice. It's all choice. It's not decisions. They can develop psychologically into learning things that involve process, that cultivates their patience for the process, that gives them the virtue of patience, so they can then make a decision because they are able to give themselves time to make a decision after carefully considering the options available. They are able to understand the concept of wait long before you choose wrong because they understand the process within this thing. And patience is not universal. You can be patient for one thing and then be impatient about another thing, because patience is a result of what you learn about the process of that thing. You see what I'm saying? So patience is not, well, I'm very patient about what? Thank you, Alton. Appreciate that. You're patient about what? I'm patient about this thing. Oh, okay. Tell me about the process of that thing. And then they begin to explain, they begin to explain, they begin to explain, they begin to explain, they begin to explain. Enough. I know it. You got patience because you were able to talk to me about the process. I appreciate how detailed you were. Now tell me about this thing. Shit, I don't know. Oh, impatience. You don't have patience about that thing. Why? Because you don't understand the process. That's what I'm just saying. So when we say we can start out as the victim, but we are still responsible for the choices we make to move forward with our lives, please, I encourage you to be careful with that statement, because when you say, that's it, that's all I'm saying, Box. When we say you are responsible, we may not understand their history with learning. And if we don't understand their history with learning, right, then we may not understand that they may have a lot of shame shovels on their back that they have to have thrown off, so that they are able to get up out of the depression that someone put them in, so they can see that learning is possible. Again, you have to build their curiosity. You have to build their curiosity. When learning is fun, you can't wait to tackle it. Sure, there's times where we have pitfalls and whatever. Okay, you got those moments, but you're not beating yourself up, because you know when I'm frustrated, that's that zone of proximal development. When I'm angry, that's that zone of proximal development. So long as I have a more knowledgeable other there to help me pull through and learn. Here we go. You said, I feel like some of my cousins. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate that. You said, I feel like some of my cousins are responsible for their actions, but they didn't learn 100% of right and wrong, and they think they're not worth it, so why try? Okay, so here we go. Stephanie, oh my God, we got to do more of these. We got to do more of these. So here's the problem. Here's the problem. Your cousins are caught in the depression pool of moralism, value judgments, right? Value judgments. When we, Alton, I'm saving this. This is on my page. It's going to stay on there, so you can replay it. Yes, you can replay it, okay? It's going to be amazing because there were so many interviews. Oh my God, it's going to be amazing. Here we go. So value judgments. When we are talking about children in early childhood education, here we go. You often hear this: good choice, bad choice, good choice, bad choice, good choice, bad choice. So what are we doing? We're teaching children about good and about bad too soon. If we look at the Greek good, the Greek bad, right? The Greek good, the Greek bad, it is subjective. What does that mean? What may be good for you may be bad for me. What may be good for me may be bad for you. So instead of doing this good and bad, let's set aside moralism. Let's set aside value judgment. Let's just look at, do they know how to do the skill to get to the thing that they are trying to achieve? And we allow them to decide if this is good, if this is bad. Does that make sense? If this is good, if this is bad. Why? Because it may be good for them, but it may be bad for someone else. Take, for example, setting boundaries. When you set boundaries with someone, it could be bad for them, but it's good for you. And so when you introduce allowing them to make that choice of that which is good for them, that which is bad for them, they can take ownership of those things. So it becomes, I am doing this for the good of me. Does that make sense? There's a book called The Self-Driven Child. These are their consequences. These are their outcomes. These are their things. So it allows them to take ownership. This is Erik Erikson's psychosocial theory of development. We're allowing them to, exercise freedom within boundaries so they can make choices. And they can talk, I like this because this is right for me. Why is this right for me? Because, and they get into the process, they get into the detail, and it's not seeking validation from you. Well, Mom, is this good for me? Is this bad for me? Well, tell me, what do you think it's good for you or it's bad for me? No, this is not good for me. This is not good for me because it hurts and I don't want it to hurt. I don't think it should hurt. This thing should be something that feels good. And I don't like the way this person is talking to me. And I think I should walk away from this person because I don't like the way they make me feel. And is that good for you? Yeah, that's good for me. Well, then it's good for you because you want it to be good for you. So would you like to walk away? Yeah, we'll walk away. You see what I'm saying? They own it. They get to own it. But if we're always telling them what is good or bad, when do they get to decide that which is good and that which is bad? When do they get to decide? If it's always do this because I say so, when do they become autonomous? When do they begin to take initiative? When do they get to be industrious? You see what I'm saying? When do they get to do this? Why is it always do this because I say so? Why is it good choice, bad choice, good choice, bad choice? Just, this is the choice you've made. Let's talk about the process of you making this choice. What were your thoughts on why you selected this? Okay, I could see from your perspective. So you thought it was good for you at that moment. High five, way to go. Okay, so there is the subjective good, that which is good for you. And then there is what is good for society. Society not gonna like that. Here's some reasons why society's not going to like that. But I'm not going to say you made a bad choice or good choice. Just keep that in consideration when you're trying to make decisions. So we have to teach them things and add to that box so they can understand process to be able to get to decision making. Okay, I'm back. You said you call it make an executive decision. Yeah, that's what that is. Executive function. Executive, let me execute on this thing. Let me execute on this thing. Okay, I gotta go. I got a client coming, I gotta grab something to eat, other type of stuff. I'm gonna leave this up so y'all can listen to it. And that's just what I'm saying. Did y'all find value in this? Y'all understand the context when I say black moms ruin sons, right? I'm not trying to demean black women. If they feel that way, they got to go talk to their mama, their daddy, they whomever. It's not that I don't care, but I can't be focused on that. My mission is to shock the conscious, to start the conversation so we can get sons of all races, I don't care, whatever, get them trained so that they are able to do things so they can avoid unnecessary mistakes. And if I got to start shit to get that conversation going, y'all remember Batman? Y'all remember Batman when he said, I'm willing to be the villain that Gotham needs. Yeah, I'm willing to be the villain that the unheard and unaddressed child needs so that their loved ones can finally see the child because they see the unaddressed child within them. Yeah. To see the unaddressed child within them. Because you can't see your child so long as you are fighting with the child within you. You can't see your child because the child within you still needs to be seen. And when I see a parent and a child fight, I'm looking at two toddlers fighting. I'm looking at two toddlers fighting. an adult toddler and a toddler. You don't understand them and they don't understand you. They expect you to be who you need to be, but you're not who you need to be because you get what I'm saying. Oh, come on. Black moms ruin sons. Let's reverse that, right? Sons ruin moms black. That's not what I mean. That's not, don't you ruin your mama. Don't you ruin your mama. But what I'm saying, in a manner of speaking, black moms ruin sons. So then son ruins moms who are black. Oh, black moms ruin sons. So then sons ruin moms who are black. That goes in line with the African proverb, a child not embraced by the village will burn it to feel its warmth. Come on. Carl Menninger said this, what is done to children, they will do to society. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.